Hello and welcome back all my Dragon Ball theorists. This chapter 49 of the manga takes off immediately into some great action and thought the overall flow of this chapter was fantastic. Although we didn't make a lot of progress in the story, Goku, Vegeta, and the Lord of Lords was attempting to stop Moro from absorbing energy from Namek, and that didn't go well. I actually like how Moro was able to make clones or illusions of himself absorbing energy so they couldn't tell where he actually was. These are techniques that I hope to see more of from Moro, as well as magic to make him a really difficult opponent to deal with. Once they found Moro's true location, however, Goku and Vegeta couldn't pursue him because Saiyans can't breathe in space. It was left up to the Lord of Lords to do battle with him, but Moro has already absorbed even more energy, making his power just too much for him to compete against. This is where the chapter gets interesting. When the Grand Supreme Kai threatens Moro with his sealing technique, he responds to "do your worst," pretty much egging him on. No, I thought not. I don't sense the same god power you once held, as it becomes evident that the Grand Supreme Kai doesn't have the power to still use this technique. Mirrors goes on to explain that this is mainly due to the splitting that Buu underwent back at the end of Dragon Ball Z. Pretty excited that we got a little retcon to the end of Z and Buu in this chapter, and this could have some interesting implications for much later into the story with Oob. Mira states, because the good Buu inherited the great Lord of Lords' physical appearance, I assumed he received the god power as well, but maybe that power went to the evil Buu instead. We cut back to the action as Moro is toying with the Grand Supreme Kai, and he asks if someone has stolen his power and reduced him to that pink, piggish form from earlier. We get a memory flashback and the Grand Supreme Kai watching the events of Goku destroying Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb. When he was obliterated, so was his power. Of course, when we look back at the end of Z, and many power scalers had an issue with Kid Buu or the original form having so much power, the fact that him also possessing this god power from the great Lord of Lords still is an interesting point. This also would mean that the reincarnation of Buu into Oob, he would be incredibly powerful possessing this god power. I enjoyed this retcon of information and thought it was an interesting twist. So the ace in the hole of sealing Moro won't work, and it looks like they will have to go with brute force, which has always seemed to work for Goku and Vegeta. They are at full power, and it is now up to Mirrors to step in, save the Grand Supreme Kai, and get Moro back onto the planet so they can fight him. Mirrors is confident and again shows incredible skill to help in this fight. We could have used him in the Tournament of Power for sure. Is there anything Mirrors can't do? With Mirrors being as cunning as he is, he set up Moro for the Grand Supreme Kai to step in and use his instant teleportation and grab him and teleport him back to the planet for Goku and Vegeta to finish him off. Now it is time for a full power Goku and Vegeta to do battle finally with Moro. Vegeta says, "I don't think you comprehend the situation. We're about to destroy you once and for all." Moro, who seems to have planned out this final battle accordingly, laughs, knowing they have forgotten a really important piece of information: my third wish. So it seems that next chapter is where we will really get into learning what this wish is. If it is as powerful as Moro is leading on to be, then can Goku and Vegeta actually defeat him? Will someone else have to possibly intervene that has been watching this fight? I did a video a while back on Moro's wish possibilities and where this arc could go, and will leave a link at the end of this video. I will say that the logical idea of a wish used to prevent his magic being sealed again is starting to look somewhat unlikely. Earlier in this chapter, when the Grand Supreme Kai was going to seal Moro and we learned that he didn't possess that power anymore, Moro is now confident that no being in the universe possesses the power to seal his magic away now, which would imply he was the only one and was still vulnerable. Hope everyone enjoyed this chapter, and tell me, what did you think of the explanation with Buu and his god power going to evil Buu? What do you think Moro's third wish is now after reading this chapter? I always love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. And please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.